One day after Congress voted overwhelmingly to override President Obama's veto of a bill allowing terror victims to sue foreign governments, they're now looking to tighten it. The law would allow the families of 9/11 victims to sue Saudi Arabia for the attacks. 15 of the 19 hijackers were Saudi nationals, and the plaintiffs believe Saudi intelligence helped them gain entry into the United States. The kingdom denies any role in the attacks and said in a statement after the vote, "It is our hope that wisdom will prevail and that Congress will take the necessary steps to correct this legislation in order to avoid the serious unintended consequences that may ensue." Now, some lawmakers are worried the bill could spark retaliation that may put Americans abroad in danger. So they're looking to narrow it so that it would allow only 9/11 families to sue Saudi Arabia. Meantime, Republicans are saying President Obama should have done more to warn them against the legislation. A little snark from White House spokesman Josh Earnest.
Leader McConnell said that the 9/11 bill may have unintended ramifications. Lawmakers will have to discuss fixes.
Wow.
The White House was too slow to warn about the, quote, potential consequences.
You had letters from the director of the CIA, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the Secretary of Defense, and the Commander-in-Chief all warning about the potential impact of the bill. So it's hard to take at face value the suggestion that somehow they were unaware of the consequences of their vote.
So now they're looking for ways to tighten this legislation. Ben, what do you make of all of it?
Look, I do have to say, I mean, Congress, it's your job to write the legislation, right? I mean, you've got one job, write the laws. So this almost, now it reminds me of that old, we have to pass the bill to figure out what's inside of it. This is a very hard topic, and it's very an emotional one. I lost one of my best friends from high school on 9/11, so I certainly understand that emotional, context that's here. Look, the reality is Saudi Arabia is a partner with us right now. Today, they are a partner against terrorism because it's in their best interest because of ISIS and Al-Qaeda. But you cannot escape the fact that Saudi Arabia has been the single largest provider of funds to that Wahhabi and Salafist jihadist movement that is the baseline ideology for Al-Qaeda and ISIS and these other terror groups. So it's a thin line here. And look, I do think they do need to fix this because we do have American soldiers that are abroad, and something like this could open them up to lawsuits. But I do think the family should have their day in court, but let's not pretend that Saudi Arabia is our friend because that's absurd.